This is who I am and this is what I like. JC Summon, Blinkin', MXPX, rockin' my room. If you're looking for me, I'll be at the show. I could never find a better place to go until the day I die. I promise I won't change, so you better give up. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, I just wanna have fun. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, so you better give up, cause I'm not gonna change. I don't wanna grow up. I'd like to stay up late, spend hours on the phone, hanging out with all my friends and never being at home. I'm impolite and I make fun of everyone. I'm immature but I will stay this way forever until the day I die. I promise I won't change, so you better give up. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, I just wanna have fun. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, so you better give up, cause I'm not gonna change. I don't wanna grow up. Told to grow up, grow up, grow up. I don't wanna be told to grow up, grow up, grow up. Yeah! I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, I just wanna have fun. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, so you better give up. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, I just wanna have fun. I don't wanna be told to grow up, and I don't wanna change, so you better give up. No, I don't wanna change, so you better give up, cause I'm not gonna change. I don't wanna grow up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's it's anniversary time with some sparkling blush. 400 episodes.
That was on sale at Woodman's.
And to celebrate, we're not just reviewing one movie. I'm ripping off the Cinema Snob with a 5-episode dump. 5 movies that came out in 1988 before I was born.
Woo.
Higher up.
Okay, you can't drink before me. Stop, stop, stop!
Oh, we're not doing a taste test.
You don't clean glasses or anything and say congratulations?
Yay, cheers.
Job well done.
Now, fun fact. Here, let me put this down a little bit so you can be visible. Originally, I wanted to review the Arnold Schwarzenegger Danny DeVito movie Twins.
Yeah.
However, I later found out that came out in December of '88, so that's what we're going to review next year.
Twins.
So, one of our punching bags is Steven Seagal.
This one, though, he was fit.
And he's a big punching bag.
He did his actions, his whole thing. He's very tall and thin.
It's weird. He walked.
He ran. He jumped. He climbed.
He said his own dialogue.
Nico Tortellini, or what was it?
There was no strip club scene.
Nico, oh, Toscani. He's Italian, and family takes care of family.
And he only hit on one woman in this.
His wife, Sharon Stone.
This could be technically considered his family film at this point.
Yeah, he was. Look at that.
What?
Oh, he directed
The Fugitive, yeah.
Because I
It's
thought
from the director.
I thought the Chicago cops were in The Fugitive too.
This is from the director of Under Siege, and this is, back when he was then, it's not Under Siege 2 where he needed to wear a girdle.
Yeah, he's the man. See that?
No, he's a good boy.
Wait, can't see it, can you? Above the law. He was a sergeant.
He was ex-CIA.
Well,
Yeah.
Special Forces, and then CIA, and no, CIA, then Special Forces. I don't know which one came first.
I think
And then he was a sergeant in the
No,
Chicago
he
Police
started off
Department.
being when he was like what did he say, 22 or something?
22.
He was a trainer for people in Japan with his
I don't think it was Japan, was it?
Aikido. I thought it was Japan.
Aikido, does the chop and the slap and
No, that's not really what Aikido is. Here's what Aikido is. And people, she is not a stunt woman. Do not try this at home. Yeah, I'm powerful.
he did flip that one guy though. He helped him flip, but he flipped him.
Yeah, but his Aikido is pretty much.
No, he was doing some nose butts and chopping on the neck.
Yeah, but wrestlers do it better.
Okay, whatever you say.
And I'm assuming it was in Vietnam because Seagal has claimed that I think he said he trained he trained people for Vietnam or something. I think he said that once.
I don't know.
He said so many things, and in this movie he's Italian. Not one of his 17 other races that he plays in his other movies and claims.
Oh well.
So anyway,
So it starts with him in Cambodia, right? Or Vietnam, Cambodia.
yeah, and then there's is it stock
No, wait.
footage?
He goes to the Orient.
I thought it was Japan.
That's in the Orient, Asia. And then you see him in
A dojo, pretty much.
army uniform.
Yeah,
or
then he's
something.
then he's in Dang Nam.
And then he witnesses this drug dealer, CIA.
Because he's always ex-CIA, ex-CIA, ex-FBI, ex-KGB,
Ex-con.
extremely embarrassing, extremely overweight, extremely into underage girls.
But at least this time he did his own actions. He
Mhm.
moved, he spoke, he ran, he jumped, he climbed,
How sad is it, people, that
he dodged bullets.
people really think about it? How sad is it that one of the compliments we can give a Seagal movie is that he talks? That's pathetic when you really think about it.
And did you ever notice his hair is like cut to like the back of his head? And
Do you
then
want to
it's-
turn to the side so that way they can see?
I don't know if they can see. So it's like cut to the here, and then he's got that little like shag.
Meanwhile, he's like
What?
Meanwhile, he's like bald like this.
Oh, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Not entirely. He had a little bit of hair. Maybe he should have tried the hair transplant.
Oh yeah. Look, he did later. And a goatee transplant where where it looks like he put a furry chocolate donut around his mouth.
Anyway,
So he and his partner Pam Grier
Jax.
are investigating the killers, and it's weird. Skull has a partner that's a woman that's over the age of 18 that doesn't die immediately. And
She
also
doesn't die at all.
and doesn't hit on him. Again, this is a weird Seagal movie.
Well, he does have a baby. There's a baptismal.
I was thinking for a second
Or
he was like
Christine. He was playing a Catholic. It was Christine.
I thought I thought for a second he was going to be like a pastor or reverend. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, Seagal as a reverend. I believe that. I believe him more as Aretha Franklin than as that.
Okay, let's get to the plot, okay? So now he's in
Seagal
Chicago.
Seagal finds crime and beats up people.
Well, they tried to beat him up too. They tried to shoot him. They tried to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So it all comes down to
There's a Wizard of Oz
They
reference,
thought-
which makes no
they
sense.
thought that they were going to find coke, drugs, but instead they found military grade C4 for explosives.
Hey, that guy, they did find coke because what was that? Was that Jax's daughter or something?
His niece.
Okay.
And the guy that was with his niece was from the restaurant. What was that called? Cubana? No. What was the restaurant?
Chobani? Or no?
No, the restaurant.
Gino's.
No,
Let's just call it Gino's. Why not?
Santori something. I don't know. It was tropical.
I could make a political joke, but I won't.
Okay, so don't. So then, so he's investigating this, and they finally catch the guys that were kind of in part of this, and then they get told that they have to back off, and so he doesn't back off.
And then someone sets off a bomb in a church.
Yeah, so the priest said, why don't you come to church Sunday? Come to church, whatever.
And then there's the explosion with this girl who's
Wearing a black veil. No, she wasn't completely covered.
I thought she was wearing a burqa.
No, she had a black veil on.
Okay, but it was like
she was in mourning.
It was like covering half of her face.
She had it.
And then she pulled it down later on.
She was wrapping it around her. So nobody would suspect her.
I've seen Seagal films where girls are in mourning, and you can tell because they're showing a lot of cleavage, wearing low-cut dresses, asking if they can smoke, and as soon as they take a look at that hunky Russian himself, they're like, I love you.
Yeah, whatever.
But then again, I know you ladies. You love two people, Steven Seagal and Pete Davidson.
You don't know me. Not at all.
Hey, us men love two women.
Oh, come
Taylor
on.
Swift and Sydney Sweeney. Same thing.
Stop. So anyway, he gets closer to it. They haul him in because the one guy from the bar that he kind of made a mess of. I'm surprised he didn't get hauled in from that.
The bar? Or are you talking about the grocery store? Yeah.
No, the bar. The guy was at the police station making a complaint about him at the bar. So they
Too easy to make a joke.
They took him in for questioning and all this, and
You gotta turn in your knife and badge.
your gun and badge.
Or gun and badge.
But they already
Darn
had
it,
his
McGonagall,
gun.
you've done it again.
They already had his gun, so he had to slam his badge that was in the flip wallet down on the table.
Nowadays, that would be a major stunt for him where he would need his double.
Okay,
Tell me I'm wrong.
let's just talk about the movie, okay? We can do that for a couple more minutes.
I feel like in this movie, granted, Seagal was involved in the story, and this was his first movie. Part of me feels like he was playing himself in this.
Wishful thinking, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is that this movie is called Above the Law, which they say twice, but there is
Well, Richard Nixon says it first.
But there's another movie that he does later from like 2019, I think, called Beyond the Law.
So Richard Nixon says,
Where
no American is above the law. No American is below the law.
But yeah, and
You should
but
just
what's
say,
funny
all American are
but
equal.
what's funny is that in that movie Beyond the Law, he plays the character with a different name.
Mm.
So it could be considered so it's an in-name only sequel.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. So then his family gets threatened. Somebody that he was in Vietnam with was in the CIA and was not having a good time.
Forrest Gump?
The guy that told him to get away from the house in Vietnam.
Right, why would I mention Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump wasn't in this movie.
He was in Vietnam!
God, there were a lot of movies in Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Which came out about the same time as this did.
No, this came out 16 weeks prior.
Good. So his family gets threatened, and then they go and they move the family carefully, and then the wife is like, "Oh, please, swallow your pride," whatever. Well, he finds out that the priest that was his friend that preached that day wasn't supposed to be the priest that was supposed to preach. So then he had to find the one that was from what, El Salvador, or where were they from?
I think they were talking with like a lot of drug dealers in like Central America or something.
Yeah, because
Honduras?
the CIA owned like a farm down there, huge, 1,000-acre.
Cambodia? Or Colombia, maybe?
Colombia's in South America.
I'll look it up.
So then what was going on is he was getting to the truth, and they just kept going on and just kept coming at him, and he just kept
Killing people?
wiping them off.
Again, it's weird seeing him kill bad people.
Why?
Really, you didn't? Because in his later movies, a lot of the people that he kills are also good people, including blowing up buildings and stuff. But he kills the bad guy, so he's the hero.
So what it comes down to is he has to save the senator, because that's what it was. This one CIA guy that was in Vietnam was using this serum that was like speed, but also mixed with like you can't
It
tell
just
a
says
lie.
Central America.
Yeah, you can't tell a lie and stuff like that.
So truth serum.
Yeah, but it was mixed with speed.
Night and Day would do that better.
Hmm.
The Tom Cruise Cameron Diaz action comedy.
Yes, I know the movie. So anyway, he figures it out. Had to find the priest from Central America that was there with refugees and save the senator.
Mm-hmm. And then reveal about how the CIA does a bunch of bad stuff, and then he's like saying, okay, I want to tell a story about what happened with me and what I've seen and heard.
Well, then she says, please start from the beginning.
Yeah. Which, if Steven Seagal ever did write a biography, it would have to be labeled in the fantasy fiction section.
Anyway, would you recommend this movie? I mean, if you like Steven Seagal, it wasn't that bad. I mean, he actually did everything on his own.
That is not a that is not a positive.
If you like Steven Seagal.
I've heard.
I mean, I don't think it was that bad. His earlier movies are a lot better than now.
I've heard people say look up his past movies and you'll see what I mean. Like people have said, oh, in the past he did a lot of roles where he was so different. He's not different. What is different between this character and his character in Under Siege?
Water.
Under Siege 2, then.
He did make the one guy that was above him. Every time he got a question wrong, he had to keep taking off clothing. And then he told
I don't remember that.
Then he told him he had to jump in the lake.
I don't remember that either.
The last thing he took on.
You would remember men disrobing.
No, he had everything on except for the last thing was his shoes. And then he was getting in his car and he was taking the car. And he's like, "Go on, jump in the lake, Lake Michigan." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this
should have been at a beach instead of where he was.
This would start the legacy of bad movies set in Chicago. Continuing with Transformers 3 and I don't know if it takes place Blues Brothers 2000.
I was in Chicago when Transformers was being filmed. We got stuck in a taxi down there.
You sure that wasn't Bumblebee?
No, it wasn't Bumblebee. Anyway, what do we got coming next?
People have said, like, look up his past movies and you'll see the difference. To me, he's playing the same character and he doesn't have the personality to go along with it.
What are we going to do next?
Join us next time when we take a look at a body swap movie, vice versa. See ya on this 5-episode dump.
Bye.